Welcome back to Friday Crypto. My name is Chase, level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Let's get right to the video of the day. One of my most requested things for Chainlink is how high can it go this cycle, right? Who the hell knows? But let's take a look and see if we can forecast out, based on the charts in the past, what we could possibly expect in the future. Is it 1,000? Is it 10,000? Is it 10 million? Hell no, right? Realistic approach. That's what we're going to look at. So if you're in the boat of 1K EOY, this ain't for you, right? This is a realistic price prediction for Chainlink for the next couple of years, going possibly through 2025, right? We're figuring and assuming the Bitcoin price top will likely be in sometime in the next 2 or so years, give or take a little bit, right? So if that's the assumption, let's look at Chainlink. No further delay. So let's use our Fibonacci retracement and extension tool. That's really the only thing you could really predict with any kind of certainty, or even with any backing, right? Otherwise, you're just making shit up, right? So let's get right to it. So let's go all the way back to the heyday of Chainlink at the dollar top here, right? So we have our magnet mode on, and if you go to trading view, you look to the left. I know you can't see it on my screen. I've maximized the screen for your viewing pleasure, but there's a magnet. So click that and you can get like these exact touch points. If you're, they're very important if you're using fib retraces, right? So you want to get the exact wick to the penny, right? And then you go from the swing high to the swing low, right? And we're going right to this swing low. So I'm just going to drag it out for, again, your viewing pleasure. So this one won't be quite as exact, but you see it right at the bottom there, right? So 618, 1618, and 2618. Those are going to be the important ones to remember. Those are big on the fib, right? So looking for extensions and retracements. Keep those in mind. So swing high, swing low. What's our first one? Look at this target. You can't even make this shit up. 1618. Now, a lot of people make this mistake in taking these too literal. Like, I'm not going to sell Chainlink. We see the 1618. We assume the low is in, right? We're assuming we haven't seen any of this yet, right? We don't know what's coming next. And you'll take this and you'll see, look, the 1618. Like, I'll put an order in to sell at 546. No, right? These are general areas, right? And you can see that, right? If you had your order in at 546 and you accumulated down here and you waited, well, you got creamed, right? Now, not too much later, right? We don't know the future, but I'm just saying, do not take these too literal. You want to look within the area, give or take, right? Just like forecasting when the peak is going to happen in prices, you don't want to take it, to the day, right? You're looking at, couple of weeks, couple of months on either side, okay? So just general FYI there. But look how amazing this is, right? The 1618 from the swing high, swing low, about the local top, right? And previous resistance, breakout again. Where does it go? The 2618, almost like exactly, right? These are very helpful. Now, okay, so keeping this as short and sweet as possible. What if we could possibly know that that was the top? What if we think that was the top? Where in the hell could we predict the bottom would be, right? Our 500 days of sideways. Could we get relatively close using the fib? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go ahead and look. So we did swing high to swing low first, right? Let's get our clicking mode on. Now we have to do swing. So you go from swing high to swing low for an extension, and you go from swing low to swing high for a retracement. Okay, so you want to go from, our swing low from back here into our next peak, right? So our swing low is actually right here, and we'll take that, and then we'll go to our swing high right here, which is our Pico top, right? And then we'll drag it out for your viewing pleasure. And what do we see? Where do we roughly bottom at? Could it possibly be something rhyming with the 618? You guessed it, right? 570. Look at the bottoms. Look how many times we hit the 618 on the retrace. Useful? Yes. Right? So now you might see a little painting Picasso out to the side here, right? So this is why, right? Why would I think we're going to do something similar to this? And how high up? Well, something loosely followed to this, right? Seems relatively likely in the future because of what we've just shown you, right? The fib retrace extension. So again, let's go swing high, right? Our Pico top to our low right here back in June. We're assuming the low is in, right? So we drag that up for your viewing pleasure. And where do we see the 618? Around the 230 mark, right? It's actually is 230 if you take it exactly. It's my, me dragging this out, right? So there you go. There's the exact, right? If you had the magnet mode on, it'll go right to it. So 1618, this cycle looks to be about 230. Does that mean it has to go there? Of course not. Does that mean it could go to 210? Of course. Does that mean it could go to 250? Of course, right? But for the general rule of thumb, that seems like a pretty logical spot for Chainlink this cycle. Right? We don't have that much to go to even hit all-time highs, right? Or again, keep in mind, our 618 is around the $20 level, right? You think that's going to be significant? Of course, $20 level is going to be significant, right? Am I saying this exact week, day, a month, you're going to see these peaks and valleys? No, right? So don't get too technical on me, but something loosely followed to this, path, I would see it, right? And a nice kind of move off to the top, right? Somewhere between, now this is basically 2 years out from now. October, November 2025. Could Chainlink be in, not only triple digits, but 200xx, of course, right? So this is my realistic price prediction for Chainlink. Do you think we're going higher, lower? What have you heard besides 1K EOY? If you don't know what that means, get off the channel, right? You already know. What else do we got? Do we have any more questions? Do you think that that's blazingly low, absurdly high, somewhere in the middle? Where do you think your prediction is? Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, more of on Chainlink. We'll touch point. Let's get to the quote and car of the day. Let's actually do quote of the day first. Sure, we'll go with that. Aristotle. If you need some help in your life, start Googling his quotes. He's remarkably wise for a stone man, right? Be a free thinker and don't accept everything you hear as truth. Be critical and evaluate what you believe in. I think almost everybody gets this second part wrong, right? They believe something, they hear something for 1 day, 1 week, one sentence, read it in a book once, hear it in the news once, and then they just believe that for the rest of their life. This quote right here is like the basis of my life. No matter what I believe in, I'm always trying to find the false in it, right? If you think it to be true, find the lie in it. If you think it to be a lie, find the truth in it. Take you a long way. All right, let's get to our quote, or car. Did them backwards today, whatever. Did I? Mercedes SLR. This is the one with the doors that go out to the side, like the butterfly doors. One of the, if you're not familiar with the SLR, they've been around for a long time. This is the new one, the original one, way back, right? One of the original Mercedes, race cars had the doors that went straight up, right? They were the original Lambos, right? Before they were cool. They were cool then. I don't know what I'm talking about. So this is the newer one, SLR. Absolutely amazing car. I took this myself, right? This was at Concours d'Elegance. If it looks like, I was like, why does this picture look so bad? No, this is me taking this with my cell phone. So this is my Google photo. Right? I've got a string of really nice supercars and hypercars. You can see the Countach in the back. Look at that. Didn't even realize that until I looked at it. Looking at this guy. I don't know if this guy's or not. We're gonna get into the rambles now. We'll cut it short here. Maserati, you guessed it. I don't know what that one is. Any guesses on that one? That one was for sale, so maybe one of you bought that. We got a Maserati here. There looks like maybe a Huracan in the back in the yellow. If you could spot that, it's pretty tiny. All right, we'll wrap it up there. SLR McLaren. This kid is probably like 9 now. This was a while ago. I took this back in like 2017 or something. I don't know if the math checks out. He might not be 9, but all right, we'll end it there. This is red if you're colorblind, right? This was a red car. Maybe Santa's new sleigh for this coming December. We'll see. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully you found this somewhat helpful, if not mildly entertaining. That should be on the shirt. We'll make shirts. Sometime we're going to make shirts. I think we got to get above 10,000 subscribers first. We're close. So if you're not subscribed yet and you're watching this long, who am I kidding? You're not watching this long. I'll see you on the next one. The rambles stop here. I'll let you go now.